Welcome back to the Sheffield United way. Today I'm going to be talking about Sheffield United 1, Derby County 3. Now, I didn't expect to be making this exact video. Obviously, I expect to be doing a match reaction, but I didn't expect to be doing a match reaction where Derby have come away with not just 3 points, but also scoring 3 goals. And that could have easily have been 3-0, or even more, even worse. For me, tonight, tonight, whatever you want to call it, it feels like tonight. It's raining, it's really, really dark, and I'm glad I brought my light with me. I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but let's give it a go. So that was, for me, the worst Chris Wilder performance this season for Sheffield United. It's not far off the worst Sheffield United performance this season. I thought we were absolutely lacking in every single department today. I'm just so shocked. I really am. I was doing a Derby County podcast earlier in the week saying they've turned a corner, we've turned a corner. Despite that 2-goal, us going 2-0 up against Preston and throwing it away, I thought we'd turned the corner. I did not expect this today. We were just appalling at the back. We made so many mistakes, which 2 ended up in goals. Missed one of them, by the way. We'll get onto that in a second. And it wasn't even that really, really bugged me. It was the fact that it didn't feel like we were creating any sort of big chances. And on Flash Score, it's saying that we created 4 big chances. They created 4 big chances. It also said that we got a lot more possession, which it looked like it. Don't get me wrong. We messed around with it a lot at the back and a lot in the midfield, but we didn't really have that cutting edge to create those big chances. We had more shots, apparently. We had either the same or more shots on target. All the stats, if you take away the score line and you just look solely at the stats, you would think that we would have had a chance of winning this game of football, but we lost 3-1, and again, we were lucky to get that one. That one was a fantastic bit of play from Callum O'Hare. But no, it was a really, really poor day today for the Blades. I'm hoping we're going to turn this around, because as we're looking at this right now, this is easily a relegation dogfight. And it feels like every single week I was building it up and up a little bit more. Southampton, we played really well. We won the game against Watford, even though we didn't particularly play well. I went to Blackburn, really enjoyed us coming back and getting that win. And then we go 2-0 up against Preston, and it's all looking rosy. And then suddenly we are smacked right bang down to earth with a goal conceded just before half-time, then a freakish own goal, and then Jebo scoring the winner. And then we come here today, and to be honest, I'm feeling quite optimistic. One of my mates has missed the last 2 home games, and I'm saying, do you know what? We are so much better than the last time you saw us. Like I said, Southampton, I thought we were easily deserving of a draw, if not a win, and we got nothing from it. But then we go again and we get that win, and I'm not going to go through those games again, but it looks like we're on an upward trajectory. And then this today just feels like we've gone right back to square one. Like it felt like we were missing characters today, someone to step up and lead from the front. And do you know what? Callum O'Hare eventually did that, and he got us that goal. And that was something. That was one tiny bit of a shining light that actually gave us a little bit of hope going into the last sort of 10 minutes. Probably false hope, in all honesty, because we did nothing. We got nowhere. Well, we got near their goal, but we didn't look like we were going to score a goal. Tanganga had a couple of headers, but other than that, it was really poor today. Really, really poor. It's just very depressing right now, isn't it? It's just very, very depressing coming to Bramall Lane and watching us play like that. I don't mind us losing. I don't mind us drawing. Just put a bit of effort in. Just look like you care. Look like you're putting on that shirt and you want to put a show on. Because at the end of the day, we all pay our money to be entertained. And I know football's not really like that, especially in the Championship, League One, League Two, even in the Premier League. We get hammered in the Premier League when we've been there in recent years. But you want to be somewhat entertained. And coming here, like, I don't go to watch any other football really other than Sheffield United. I don't go and watch neutral games because it doesn't really interest me. But then if I did go to watch a neutral game, I might actually enjoy it because it doesn't matter what the score is. But when you come here, this is what means everything to us. And again, I don't care if we throw it. I don't care if we throw it away. I don't care if we don't win. I just want him to put a bit of effort in. Look like we're going to score a goal, and it just didn't feel like we had any of that today. Like I said, we were lucky to get that one, but we'll go through the goals bit by bit. The first one, I don't really know what happened. It felt a bit of a bit of a scrum in the middle where clearly Carlton Morris got above everybody else and it's in the bottom corner. I don't think we had anyone on the post. I don't think that's a thing that people do anymore, putting people on the posts. But I think if somebody would have been on the post, that'd have been cleared. It's just, again, I don't know. I've not seen it back. I've literally just walked out the ground. And luckily, what I normally do is wait for people to leave, so I've got a bit of a free rein and there's not too many people walking past shouting stuff. And then we move into the second goal. And I don't even know what happened. I went downstairs to meet my mates and have a chat. And I nipped to the toilet just before going upstairs. And then I didn't even hear the fact that they'd scored a goal. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear any cheering from the away end. I come out of the toilet and I'm literally seeing Carlton Morris running through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And I'm like, is this live? What's happening here? Dinks it over the goalkeeper. And that's 2-0. And I'm just stood there in disbelief, just looking at everyone like, have we seriously just conceded? Literally, 30 seconds, a minute into the second half. Absolutely shocking. And then the third goal, it's just embarrassing. And do you know what? It's not embarrassing. I think this is more embarrassing from Chris Wilder's point of view than Alex Matos' point of view. Because why is Alex Matos being brought on at right back against the biggest bloke in the world? Like, he's tiny. He's probably about 5'5", 5'6". And he's coming on to mark a man that's probably 6'4", at the very least. Built like a brick, you know what house. And don't get me wrong, he pushes it past him. It's not one of these where he's just brought him down. We've got back into position. We've sorted it out. And then I'm sure he gets pushed to the ground. I'm sure of it. But I am practically as far away from it as you can get. And it looks like he gets pushed down. He puts his hands on the ball. The referee gives a penalty. Carlton Morris sends the keeper the wrong way every single time he takes a penalty. So, yeah, not good. Really, really shocking from from Matos, from Wilder. Wilder shouldn't be putting him there in the first place. And that was it. 3-0 is game over. Like I said, after they'd scored the goal, I can't see us scoring one. If we continue to play like this, I can't see us scoring one. And we only just about scored that one goal. So I'm getting absolutely drenched right now. So I'm going to wrap this up pretty quickly. What I wanted to say, one really big thing I wanted to say, is the fact that I've had so much love, or us as Sheffield United Way has had so much love since our match preview, where I went on a bit of a rant and said, please support us more. Because we don't feel very supported right now. And it's got something to do with obviously how the Blades are playing, how we're feeling as fans right now. But, for us to put these videos on and keep doing it and keep standing in the rain half an hour after all the rest of the fans have gone, we just need to be supported a bit more and people show us a bit more love, and we'll feel a bit more appreciated. And that brings me on to talking about 5 minutes before starting this video. A lovely lady called Liz came up to me to speak to me and said, we watch every single video. We absolutely love what you do. I appreciate you. And that, do you know what? I nearly burst out crying. It was just such a lovely thing to say. And she'll go home not thinking anything of it, I'm sure. But that'll literally stay with me for a very long time. So Liz, if you're watching right now, thank you very much. I really did appreciate your kind words. Where do we go from here? I don't know. We've got Coventry. Luckily, Coventry got battered. Not battered, but, well, yeah. They probably should have lost 3-1 against Wrexham. But maybe that's a bad thing, because maybe they're going to come out at whatever the Coventry Building Society Arena is called these days, and maybe they're going to absolutely smash us. So that's a worry as well. And then we've got the Sheffield Derby after that. So, or around that. So what's going to happen? Who knows? I am ending my tether a little bit right now because I'm looking at Norwich. I'm interviewing a Norwich fan for Not One for Neutrals. Go and subscribe, by the way. Tomorrow, and it's gonna be like a counselling session, I'm sure, because both teams within sort of 5 or 6 years have gone from fighting at the top of the Championship, getting promoted to the Premier League, to fighting to stay in this division. So it's not looking good. It's really not. January can't come quick enough because right now we've got players that aren't even making the bench, like Louis Barry, like Sarike, Tom Cannon. I'm not sure if any of these players were actually injured or what, but I don't know. I don't know if Wilder's just treading water until January when he can bring some players in, but right now it's bad. It's not fun to watch. We're not walking away with 3 points at home, which we should be. We've lost every game at home this season, bar one, and we weren't particularly good against Watford. So lots has got to change. We've got to do better, and hopefully, in future games, we won't walk away feeling like this. The referee wasn't good today. And do you know what I haven't said? I do need to say this. Derby County were fantastic. I should have said this right at the start. Derby County bullied us from start to finish, and I've got no qualms about that. You've come to Bramall Lane, you've done what you needed to do to get the points, you've scored 3 goals. Yes, 2 of them were our own doing. The back pass, I've not seen it back. I think it was Peck. Don't know, it might not have been. But 2 of them were our own doing, but they bullied us from start to finish. They deserved those 3 points. They came here with a game plan, unlike us, and took it to us. And fair play, they deserve those 3 points. The referee could have offered a little bit of support. He could have protected our players a little bit more, but I'm not going to stand here and bleat about the referee protecting players because that's not the era of football I grew up in. I love a little bit of the argy-bargy. I love a little bullying tactics at football. Like it's just gamesmanship, and they were better at it than us. And for a team that is managed by Chris Wilder, we should be better than that as well. But I think personnel really does need to change. I think this side would be nothing like this if Chris Wilder would have been the manager from day one this season, and that's down to the owners. That's not down to Wilder. That's down to the owners. So it needs to get better. January can't come quick enough, and I'm going to leave you there. Thank you very much for watching us, ladies and gentlemen. Please like the video, as I mentioned in the preview. Please comment something nice, something not nice, whatever you want to do. Just comment something. It means the world. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully the next time I speak to you will be a little bit better.